So check out what we found on this patient's labs that's been struggling with constant pain in her GI, where she has to take ibuprofen every 2 or so days for her pain. She's been told she has a very poor functioning gallbladder, so they have to take it out, but they didn't explain why or how it got there in the first place. She's also had joint pains. She's had a heavy menstrual cycle. She's had chronic infections, chronically elevated white blood cells, because she's had UTIs. She's constantly been on antibiotics, and she has never had a plan to help her understand, how do I help heal from this? Check out what we found on her labs. This is the most important test your doctor needs to run, is the Genova stool test, because as we found out with this patient, she was barely breaking down her proteins because her stomach acid was so low, which is going to contribute to bloating and more leaky gut. She has a massive dysbiosis, which is going to contribute to hormonal imbalances, more mental health issues even, that we have to get under control. And it's also because she constantly has infections, including parasites. The most common reason why patients have gallbladder issues is due to there being a serious imbalance here of good bacteria that are protecting her, but she has barely any, and a serious overgrowth of all these bacterias that are creating chronic inflammation for her. And on top of this, a parasitic infection is very inflammatory for the bowels, and it's going to contribute to all of her main symptoms with pain, especially, that she's experiencing. It is very difficult to heal if you don't know exactly what foods are causing inflammation. As we can see, this patient has things like cranberries and eggs and cow's milk and even peas and chia seeds and hemp seeds that were constantly creating an inflammatory response for her that she's now going to avoid and feel so much better. So essentially, we put this patient on a plan with herbs, nutrition, guiding her along the way to help her get rid of those infections so that she can finally get a chance to actually hold on to that gallbladder, because she needs it to absorb essential nutrients like vitamin A, D, E, and K. So make sure your doctor's doing a Genova stool test, a food allergy test, to get you answers instead of just masking the symptoms and cutting out things that are extremely important for your health and your hormones.